welcome back to my channel, and I can't believe that this is the first video of the year. We're already on 2021 and that's so exciting. I can't believe we survived 2020, but we did. So here we are, and this is the video that I love doing, which is just the goals that I have for 2021 reading wise. And there is so much I want to accomplish, but you know, we need to focus ourselves to do it better. And before I get into all of that, I want to review how I did on 2020. I had a few goals. I had my Goodreads year, which is super helpful, so we're gonna see that in a second. And yeah, let's get started. So first, let's watch the goals that I have for 2020 and see if I managed to accomplish them. And the first one was read 100 books, which I didn't do. My official goal was 75 books, which then I upped to 85, but I always kind of want to get to 100 books a year. I didn't manage it. The year was way crazier than I expected it to be, and I just reached 93, which I don't think it's that bad, so I'm happy with where I managed to get. But you know, I'm also a little sad that I didn't get to the 100 books, but that's fine. Second one was read more books in French, which is my third language that I'm learning, and that was a total failure. I didn't read anything in French just because when I'm reading in French, I like to concentrate a lot in it because it's another language and I need more concentration to understand it, which I didn't have the time to do this year, and I keep postponing it until I could just concentrate on that book, and it never happened. So yeah, definitely didn't do that one. Read the Outlander series. I made some headway. I read 2 books, Outlander and Dragonfly Number, and I think the series is like 8 books so far, so I managed to start it but didn't finish it for sure. Read the Throne of Glass series, which I read and finished completely. I'm very happy with that, and I also read most of Sarah J. Maas's works, so I'm very happy with that. Read at least a historical fantasy book, and I read a couple of them. I don't remember exactly which one they were right now, but I did read more than one, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. Read 1 book from my TBR jar per month, and my TBR jar is just a jar where I have a bunch of slips of paper with all the books in my TBR, and I choose one randomly because I literally don't know which I'm gonna get per month to, you know, just make some headway into my TBR, actually read something from my TBR and read something that I would probably not pick up immediately. And I managed to do this all the way to November, and then November just got crazy and I didn't continue it, but I did manage to do this a lot, so I'm very happy with that. I read some pretty interesting books because of that, and I'm happy. Read all Brandon Sanderson books. I literally just read the books that came out this last year in 2020, so I didn't read all his books, which I'm okay with because honestly I didn't want to finish that one at the end, but yeah. Branch out with my reading. I did read a few new genres. I read historical fantasy, which I haven't read before. I read horror, and I think I read another one, but I don't remember right now. So I'm happy with that. I did branch out, which is something I always try to do because you never know if you're gonna like it until you try it out, and I'm happy with that. Overall, I don't think 2020 was that bad, at least reading goals wise. Let's check my Goodreads stats, which is just an overview of everything you're gonna see. Just let me start recording my screen. There we go, now we're recording the screen, and I'm going to my Goodreads, my profile, 2020 year in books. Here we go. Okay, so here it is, my 2020 year in books, and I read 25,523 pages, which I'm gonna take like 1,000 from there because there was a little mishap here, I'm gonna explain in a second. And I read 94 books. I did not read 94 books, I read 93 books. There was a little mistake on a slip of the finger in my currently reading book, which is Rhythm of War. I haven't finished it, but it says that I have, which is not true. So, little detail, that's fine. The shortest book I read was 5 pages long, and it was Days Pass by Cassandra Clare, one of her short stories for Chain of Gold. And the longest book, here it says with 1,212 pages, is Rhythm of War, which I really wanted to finish this year, but I did not. And again, this is the little mishap, so I haven't read that one. And it's actually Kingdom of Ash with nearly 1,000 pages. Average book length in 2020 it's 271 pages. Pretty short, I must say, but I do like that number. The most popular book I read is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin, and more than 3 million people have read that book, not surprised. And it's the first one, I just read the first one, and I will continue with the series at some point, but not the next year, well, this year. Yeah, and the least popular book that I read was Guardians of the Galaxy. I think this is issue 6 of volume 3, which 40 people have read. That's very low, and I don't know why. Guardians of the Galaxy comics are really nice. Then my average rating for 2020 was 3.8. Not bad. I think I got a little bigger than last year, which I'm happy with. Really happy with. Then the highest rated book on Goodreads that I read was Rhythm of War. I don't know what it actually will be if that little mishap hasn't happened, but Rhythm of War has an average of 4.73. Not bad. My first review of the year was Poe Dameron, the Black Squadron series, and I gave it 3 stars, and here's the review. That looks really cute. Yeah, like it's the first book I read, and here are all the books I read this year. It looks really nice, and I like that it looks pretty barren. Oh, the Agents of the Six, I really like that one. Kingdom of Ash, yes, but it's big and beautiful. A lot of comics, as you can see, but I do love reading comics. And I like how barren it looks. I do like it. It's pretty. Oh, here we have Dawn Shard, my last review of the year. That is not true. My last review is for Dawn Shard, which I literally just wrote yesterday, and I gave it 4.5 stars. Yeah. And here it says that it's Rhythm of War, but again, little mishap, that didn't happen. And I read 94 books of my 93 books for my goal of 85 books, and I completed it. So I'm very happy with that. And that was my 2020. That was not a bad year, I must say. I'm very happy with it. It was crazier overall, obviously, than any of us expected, but reading-wise, it was also crazier than I expected. But I'm happy. So let's get to the reading goals that I have for this year that we are starting, and it's so crazy still to say it and think it. And I have 6 goals. I never like to put too many because then I just feel like I'm not accomplishing anything, but yeah. Read 100 books, which is again my yearly wish, even though my reading goal officially in Goodreads is gonna be 75. I do wish to read 100 books, but it's just a desire, not really a goal, but I like to put it in writing. Read the Outlander series. I am finishing it this year. It's gonna be my long series book because the books are like 800 pages each, so I'm taking it through the year, like a book a month or every 2 months. We'll see, but I'm finishing it. Read the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare in French because I really want to read it, and I think it's great practice to read it in French because I already know what happens. Yeah, and it's just another thing we're doing this year. 6 books, it's pretty long. Dive more into horror. I started reading horror last year after being very hesitant about it. I like it, I want to read more of it, so we need to read at least a couple books in there, like 3 I think I will be happy with. Branch out in my reading. This is something that I always have as a goal. I always want to be trying something new, maybe fiction, I don't know, just something that I haven't tried before. You know, may like it, I may not like it, but you never know until I try it. And the last one is take my reading more relaxed, because last year I literally was trying to read like 5 books a month and trying to finish the book in like 3 days to be able to cram the next book in, and it just kind of felt like a chore at the end, and I don't want my reading to feel like a chore. So yeah, I want to take it relaxed, read whatever I read, and if I read 1 or 2 books a month, then it's fine, it's what I read, it's what I had time to read, and we are okay with that. Yeah, that will just make reading happier and better for me, you know, because I had a lot of reading slumps this year because I was just cramming reading like it was a job or like homework or something, which has never worked for me. Those are my reading goals for this 2021. Hopefully I can finally finish all of them, because I don't think there has been a year where I have managed to finish all my reading goals. Probably this won't be the year when that happens, but I do want to try it, you know. That's the point of making goals. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well, and I'm very excited about everything and just seeing all the amazing books that I'm gonna read this year, because I honestly have like a few planned already, but not many. Yeah. Tell me down below what's your most golden wish or goal for this 2021 reading wise, or a book that you really want to get to this year. Let's make this a conversation and just enjoy this year and try to be more relaxed about it, because last year was just crazy. Anyways, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to see all the videos that I have already published and the ones that I'm be uploading as the year goes by. I upload every Saturday, so you have that to look forward, and click the little bell icon to get notified every time I post a new video. You can follow me on my social media, either Goodreads or Instagram, so you can be more aware of what I'm reading and see what I'm thinking about the book that I'm reading at the time. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Bye!